Welcome to the Parenting Roundabout podcast. I'm Terry Morrow.
And I'm Catherine Haleko.
As parents and parenting writers, we can't help but see everything through a parenting lens. But as our kids have become adults, we find ourselves more interested in getting caught up on movies and streaming than on going over the same parenting topics over and over.
So since we're pretty sure we can find parenting wisdom anywhere, we're going to talk about what we're watching, what we thought about it, and maybe what we can learn from it, if only what not to do. Watch and listen along, and let's all make like we're doing something important for our families. Each Wednesday, we bring you our thoughts on a newer entertainment property, and for this week of September 2nd, we're discussing Season 4, Episode 2 of Only Murders in the Building. This one was called Gates of Heaven.
So each of these titles is a movie title, no?
Well,
The first
so
one was
far.
Once Upon a Time in the West.
Yep. And the next
they've
one
done
is called Two for the Road.
They've done it twice. They're going to do it all the way through. Yeah.
Yes.
Cute.
So,
But nowhere near the movie industry this week.
no, we are 100% in the building, I believe.
Which is the way I like it. Darn it. We've got characters from season 1 coming back. Yes.
Yeah, and here's where we get more of our guest stars.
Yes.
Richard Kind, Daphne Rubin Vega, Camille Nanjiani, who we just saw
Yes.
for a second. We'll see more of him soon, I'm
Where
sure.
was he? I didn't remember seeing him.
He was the Christmas guy.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. When I heard Richard Kind was going to be in this season, I assumed he was going to be playing Richard Kind. But no.
Nope.
Pink Eye Guy.
Pink Eye Guy. And, so these are all renters who live on the West Tower. So it's a very different world over there.
Yes, it is. There are pigs in bathtubs and dead pigs in bathtubs.
Right.
People using their cutlery in very unusual ways.
Mm-hmm.
Odd card games.
Right. I mean, that is a card game that
Is
exists.
it? You've heard of it?
I have heard of it.
Okay. I have not heard of it.
So,
But, okay.
yes, it is. It is a thing. Oh, hell, the card game is called.
I did not know that. I assumed they had invented it just for this.
I mean, I'll have to Google
It was a
it.
game that you could turn upside down, and it looks like numbers.
Right.
So that you could do that dramatic reveal.
Right. But the numbers also worked because they used them to get into that apartment.
Yeah, I wasn't sure at the end when it turns out to be the name of the card game if it was the same thing they had used for the numbers or if it was for the lock or if it was different numbers. It was the same thing.
Well, they somehow got into that apartment,
Yeah.
so
There wasn't like two different things of numbers.
I don't know.
Doesn't matter. It was kind of a good code word to use for your door, though.
Mm-hmm. But I guess that's leading us to think that it's the Oh Hell card family that's, taken possession of that apartment and that pig, I guess.
I guess. Oh, I hadn't thought of that, but yes, that does make sense.
Right. But I feel like that's too simple for that to be the whole story, obviously. Obviously.
Yeah, too easy, too soon. But weird.
But at least with those characters, the Westies, the people who live on the West Side, we got a surly teen.
Yes,
Or perhaps
parenting.
young adult. We have a family with a...
This is how to bond with your child: is play a weird game with a slightly racy name, and then go eat ham hanging up in your shower.
hanging in your bathroom.
Ugh.
Right. With a long, sharp knife.
In a bit of business that was entirely made up to be all about the knife. What reason could we have for them having a knife and playing with it in that way?
Right.
Well, let's see, what could there be? They're fixing the molding around their tub? No. Let's see, they're trying to get through the tiles to a secret passageway? No. I know. They could have a ham hanging in their shower. Yes,
Yeah.
that's it.
Of course.
Just like the whole thing of Charles having ashes on his hands for a prolonged period at the beginning of the show. That entire bit of business was all about the Saz hands joke.
Right. Which Oliver then said, I would like to retract as soon as he said it.
It's like, really, you guys? We're well into the episode, and that's what you... But then it also did facilitate Saz just turning up as, who could have possibly guessed it, a ghost come back to talk to, or as she rightly reflects, a figment of Charles's
subconscious
crumbling mind.
Right.
Yes. But it would make me so happy if Jane Lynch got more airtime on the season when she's dead than she did on anyone while she was alive.
Right.
She should be here for the entire season at the same amount she was this week, and then also future seasons.
I don't know about future seasons. We haven't seen Tim Kono in a while.
I know, but she makes such a good sidekick, which of course was her sort of her job.
Right.
But she did. It was very sweet when they were when Charles was talking to himself, essentially, about his relationship with Saz.
Right.
That she really did sort of perform a parenting role for him. She found him friends.
Yes.
She set up little play dates.
Right.
She kept him from being hurt. I mean, what parent has not, at some time, wanted to tap in?
Right.
It's okay, honey. I'll take it from here.
Right.
You're going to get hurt. Go sit over there.
Or who has not, either physically or metaphorically thrown their body in front of their child to avert danger. Yeah.
Oh, metaphorically, a whole lot.
Right.
Only occasionally physically.
Right.
I'm a small person. So that was very sweet. I thought that was I thought that was a nice parenting touch and something that I'm going to think about as I go forward.
Yeah.
I will be your stunt double, honey. It's also good from a parenting point of view to realize that, do people take home movies anymore?
Well, I mean, they just take them on their phone.
Movies. That will be super good later on if your child becomes newsworthy in some way.
That's right.
They are going to. They get a great job and you can show them doing it when they were young children. That's what you want. You want that kind of documentation.
Yeah, like remember during the Olympics, that pole vaulter, and they had footage of him pole vaulting in his backyard when he was like 3 years old.
Right. This is what you want. Gotta have it, I don't think I have any. I have videos of my kids from one summer when we had a Camp Mom, and I took a whole bunch of videos. This was even before cell phones, I think.
Right.
So it was like the big handheld camcorder sort of thing that I followed them around with. But other than that, I've been very negligent. So fortunately, it doesn't look like they're going to amount to anything. So it'll be okay.
Nice.
And now, in addition to all the other troubles, there's going to be movie people apparently filming in the building. There's going to be all this other stuff going on. Plus, Jan is loose in the tunnels.
That's right. Jan has escaped from prison.
It's good to see you, babe.
Amy Ryan.
This was the best season so far, so glad to see you.
Mm-hmm.
Glad to see people getting work.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, there was that moment where Charles heard some sort of thumping in his closet, and, you had to, I almost wanted to pause and think about, okay, now who's it going to be?
Is it a pig?
Well, that was before we knew about the pig. So. Yes. So that was a good surprise, I would say.
That was a great reveal, and I love that Ghost Saz says, "Yep, she's real." Just to clear things up. Even though, yes, she is part of Charles' brain, I understand.
Right.
But they're doing it very well.
Mm-hmm.
It's very enjoyable.
Yes.
And I think she'd be a great addition to the podcast.
Saz or Jan or both?
Really both. They could use some new blood. Who's going to play Jan in the movie? Is the movie of their first case?
Oh, yeah. So. Good question.
I bet she would have an opinion.
Yes.
I think they better ask her.
Yes. Don't just go off on your own and figure it out. She will not be happy.
If she can escape from, like, maximum security prison using parkour and what was the other thing?
Psychosexual.
Yeah.
What was the second word?
I don't remember, but it doesn't matter. She's a danger. She's a menace. Don't let her be loose on your movie site, because if she doesn't like who's playing her, that person is going to be out of the running.
Right.
Ah, so fun.
To be a problem.
Did not expect her to turn up at all.
They did, set it up by saying, well, she's in prison.
Right.
We should have known at that moment.
I guess I should have. If they chose to mention her.
Right.
And here she is.
Mm-hmm.
Nice to see you.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
You know who we haven't seen yet is Bunny's friend.
Oh, yeah.
What was her name? I forget her name. But
yeah, I forget the name of both the character and the actress.
And also what happened to the parrot.
Oh, yeah.
Was she the one who ended up with the parrot? I don't remember.
The parrot is leading the pig out of danger. Tunnels. Are there tunnels on the west side, too?
Well, I hope so.
That's right.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. I'm trying to think how many. I mean, there was a fair amount of recognizable actors in the first season of this thing.
Yeah, but it's been increasing.
Yes. I mean, last year, I guess, was the same for Broadway as this is for Hollywood. But I guess I've seen fewer backstage Broadway things than I have Hollywood satires.
Right.
But it was very nice to have a break from it this week.
Yes.
I hope that's the way it's going to be. Ha 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 ha, movies! And then a week without that. And then movies! And then a week without that. That'd be okay.
Right.
I can handle that. But I think what's going to happen is that the actors are going to come to the building and do their
actor thing.
Actors thing. Maybe we could find them a nice place to stay in the West
right.
thing.
There seems to be a fairly vacant apartment over there. I think Mabel was definitely interested. She's like, oh, there's kind of a lot of space over here.
Yeah. And it comes with free bacon.
Yeah.
Do it yourself, but still.
It's just like on Lost. They got boars over there.
That's right. Oh, man. What a weird building. I'm glad we're back in it.
Yes.
It's sort of anything that you want, it'll show up.
Right.
Psycho ex-girlfriends, ghost friends.
People with ham in their bathroom.
Exactly. Oh, gosh. Oh.
Pink eye / stink eye.
The horrible food poisoning that would be involved with anything hanging in my shower. Maybe they keep theirs a little cleaner.
And just to confess something, we also have hanging pork products in our house, but they aren't in the bathroom.
Do you periodically just pass the knife around and go slice off a piece?
No, they're still curing. They're not ready yet. So you can't be eating them right now.
You'll have to tell me when the time comes. If you're just sharpening up those kitchen knives.
Yeah. No, we have the deli slicer. We have like one of those machines, which my husband
a machine that cuts.
My husband inherited it
Jan
from
away
his
from that.
uncle, the butcher. Yes,
the butcher.
The real,
like a subplot on
the real butcher.
He was right now.
No, he was an actual butcher.
Sure.
Yeah. We only got the deli meat slicer. We didn't get the bandsaw, which they also used to cut meat.
Okay.
Yeah, you should have.
I'm glad I'm not living in the same buildings as you right now.
Yeah. No, you should have heard my husband's like 90-year-old great aunt like, "Oh, I'm going to just go down and cut something with the bandsaw," and she would go down in the basement.
Oh my. Producers of Only Murders in the Building, call her.
Yeah.
She's got 1 million of them. Oh, I was enjoying how New York 911 sounded like my cable company.
Right?
Your emergency is 27th in line.
Please hold. That was a nice runner that would just pop up from time to time.
Very nice. And then at the very end, the police are already there for other reasons. And
Right.
It's still going on. Oh, my. So you were worried about whether we would have Divine Joy and Randolph back. Here she is.
There she is.
Already looking disgusted with them.
Right. Do you have something that's sounding very parental when she said, "Do you have something to tell me, Charles?"
Here, watch the episode and then we'll talk.
Right.
There's been a lot going on. Don't touch that glass of ashes on my counter.
No.
I'm waiting for like a gallon of water to evaporate.
How you better start running a dehumidifier.
That's right.
Which, by the way, is what we have in our basement to dehumidify our pork. Just to keep bringing it back to that.
Alrighty then. Do you actually like kill the pig, or does it come to you as a slab of?
It does come to
flesh?
us. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Good. Glad to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Run, little piggies, run.
That was also cute. Mabel's like, run for it. Telling the pig.
Now we have a pig and a serial killer both on the loose in the building. What could possibly go wrong?
Yes.
I would advise that pig to stay away from her.
Well, she doesn't have any
passageways.
She doesn't have any issues with the pig, I don't believe.
Probably not. Maybe she gets hungry.
Yeah, well, that's true. While she's hiding in the tunnels, she needs something to eat. Oh, dear.
Oh, goodness. Well, this show continues to be delightfully silly.
Yes.
And more of that, less of Hollywood would be fine with me, but we'll see.
Yes.
What's up for us next week?
Next week, we will discuss...
You can tell by the title.
Yes, it's called Two for the Road. So maybe two people are on the lam. I don't know.
Jan and the pig
Right.
are making a run for it.
No, that would be fun.
That would be fun. I would watch that, actually.
Yep. Well, we'll see that. We'll find out next week on that, and we will see you back here tomorrow for our weekly Roundabout Roundup.
Thank you for listening. You can find all our episodes on Spreaker, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, or wherever you get your podcasts. You can find recaps, links, and an opportunity to comment on our website at parentingroundabout.com.
You can also talk to us on our Facebook page, on Instagram, or on Twitter, where you'll find us at Roundabout Chat. And please visit our Amazon shop at amazon.com/shop/mamatude, where you can find links to a lot of the things we've talked about over the years.